Before sunrise in many Nigerian cities, queues had already begun forming at filling stations. Drivers waited, transporters watched the pump meters, passengers checked their pockets. And slowly, a number began spreading across the country. 1,400 naira per litre. For millions of Nigerians, that number felt like a shockwave. Across filling stations in Abuja and surrounding areas, petrol prices jumped sharply after the Dangote Refinery raised its gantry price to 1,175 naira per litre for premium motor spirit. Diesel followed the same path. Prices surged to around 1,750 naira per litre in some locations, a figure that many businesses say could push operating costs beyond survival. The ripple effect was immediate. Stations operated by companies like Oil and Empire began adjusting their pump prices almost instantly. By Monday evening, petrol prices across parts of Abuja were already selling between 1,350 naira and 1,400 naira per litre. For drivers pulling into these stations, the change felt sudden. But behind the scenes, global forces were already moving. According to reports, the refinery's price adjustment was linked to volatility in international crude markets. Global oil prices had surged as tensions escalated in the Middle East, pushing the benchmark Brent crude close to $99 per barrel. At the same time, West Texas Intermediate hovered around $88 after signals emerged that diplomatic efforts might ease tensions in the region. The conflict had rattled shipping lanes in the Strait of Hormuz and disrupted refinery operations in parts of the Gulf, developments that can shake global fuel supply in a matter of days. But for many Nigerians, the international explanation offers little comfort. What matters is what happens at the pump, and what happens after that. Because fuel prices in Nigeria rarely stop at the filling station. They travel, they move into bus fares, food prices, electricity costs, and factory production. In Abuja, taxi drivers say they had no choice but to react immediately. Adomo Abubakar, who drives passengers between Day and Area 1, says his fare has already increased from 1,200 naira to 1,500 naira. It is our passengers that will take the brunt, he said. For commuters like Constanzo Noha, the fear is clear. Transportation costs could spiral out of control. She believes the government must intervene before the price surge spreads further across the economy. Because when diesel prices climb, manufacturers feel it first. Factories rely heavily on diesel-powered generators. If diesel rises, production costs rise. And if production costs rise, consumer goods follow. Bread, cement, transport fares, groceries, everything. Meanwhile, the silence from the presidency has begun to draw attention. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not publicly addressed the latest surge as of the time of reporting. Even attempts to reach his spokesperson, Sunday Dare, reportedly received no response. That silence has left room for growing speculation and anxiety. Industry experts warn that the situation could become even more severe if global oil volatility continues. The national president of the Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria says petrol prices could climb as high as 2,000 naira per litre. Diesel, he warns, could reach 3,000 naira. Those numbers sound almost unbelievable. Yet only a few years ago, many Nigerians would have said the same thing about 500 naira petrol. The irony is difficult to ignore. Nigeria is one of Africa's largest oil producers, yet its citizens are facing some of the highest fuel costs in its history. Petroleum marketers say the new refinery has brought one major benefit: supply stability. There may be no fuel scarcity, but stability does not always mean affordability. One industry spokesperson explained it bluntly: Nigerians may avoid long fuel queues, but they could end up paying far more for every litre. For drivers, transporters, and businesses across the country, the question now is simple: how high will it go? And for ordinary Nigerians already struggling with rising living costs, the deeper fear is even clearer. If fuel reaches 2,000 naira per litre, what happens next? If you want honest conversations about Nigerian news, political news, the economy, and issues affecting everyday Nigerians, subscribe to this channel now. Turn on notifications so you never miss breaking news updates. Like and share this video so more Nigerians can stay informed.